Live. Okay. See, and now we have comments. Now I see. Last time I went live on my computer, I don't know. I don't even know if anyone's available. It's like it's like 8:00, 8:37, and I just literally had to leave my Zoom class because I just said I can't. I'm just y'all. I'm not. I'm done. I'm out. Peace. Okay. Can we talk? Are we ready to talk? Oh, I got my nails done. Maybe you guys saw that in my last live. Were my nails done in my last live? Okay. How's law school? That's what we're here to talk about. To say that I do not like it is an understatement of the century. 2020. Oh my gosh. So I did study law as my major at Fudan University, but I didn't study law. Okay, let me just tell you. So obviously, okay, what? That's disheartening to hear. Oh wait, do I have to type back? Can I just speak? Yeah, it is. It's very disheartening. I mean, like, I'm disheartened, but I'm trying to do damage control. Damage control. So I'm meeting with my counselor tomorrow, and I'm just gonna be like, sis, I am struggling. We're in a pandemic. I do everything in my living room, and I'm not enjoying that. This whole situation, I feel like everyone is on a completely different level, except me and my comrade. He's from Zimbabwe, and we both are just like, this too much. And it's not like I don't get anything, but it's like I don't have the critical capacity, I feel like, I really don't. And I am like, okay, how did I pass tests in China? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, Zimbabwe. Okay. He's from Zimbabwe. I don't know where in Zimbabwe. Isn't the city called Harame? Harame? Am I thinking of the right country? It's something like that. Starts with an H, I think. Harare. Harare. Har. Yes, Harare. Is that how you say it? So if I didn't have him, I swear, like, we basically text each other during class and we're like, are you getting this? And I'm like, nope. Are you? He's like, nope. It's because out here everything is about case law. Like, I was in a civil law jurisdiction. Not that it made any difference because I don't even think I understood everything out there, but like, I don't know. I got to the system where I knew how to take the exam at least enough to pass, and my tactic was always like, make sure the professor knows your name and knows your face, and make sure what else? Make sure you go to their office hour like once or twice. Oh, 老师, like that. Oh, 这个是什么意思? I literally would just take a concept, right? Take any old concept and be like this says requirements of patentability. Okay, right, whatever. But in Chinese, I would say blah blah blah. 是什么意思? Or 是什么概念? Like what's the concept? Oh, like 我有点不明白. And then we just would have a conversation, and then during the exam, I would write after my name. I would put 留学生. I would put that 留学生is like foreign student. I would put that in parentheses. And just so they know, this was not a native speaker writing. And I would literally just write whatever my heart desires. Like, I would just make up stuff, like blah, 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 use keywords from the question. Oh, showing off those Chinese skills. That's the only skill I have, apparently. Like, if I didn't speak Chinese, I don't know what I would do with my life. One good notch in my direction. So, right, I would just write as much as I could. And I remember my Russian classmate, we were the only two foreigners. So she's kind of like the Zimbabwe guy to me now. Like, we're both just struggling, like the struggle bus. We're both on the struggle bus. Anyway, she'd be like, oh, how did you know all this stuff? I was like, girl, I was just writing whatever just writing. Okay, I'm just making stuff up. And you can't really do that here because they have a system in place where all of their exams are anonymous, just to minimize, I don't know, cheating and bribery and stuff like that. And, people exchanging things for a grade. And I'm like, I'm not into exchanging things for a grade, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know what you guys are looking for and what the requirements are because, come on, I am just a poor, lonely Chinese girl who doesn't speak the English, barely speak the English. You would think I don't speak English because I'm reading this stuff. And it's like these cases written in, all throughout the ages, but some from everything is a case. And it's just a waste of my time, I feel like. I don't want to, and I've listened to some podcasts, some law podcasts, and they're not necessarily just for law school, but like they want to be like, a system or not a system, support system for law students. And one of them who had a really interesting episode, he was like, you don't really learn how to do anything in law school. All you do is like read cases and read cases and read cases and read cases and read cases. And these are these judicial opinions. What's the difference between case law and civil law? Okay. So civil law is like everything is focused on like the statute. You have a rule and you follow the rule or you break the rule, right? And then common law or case law is based on like judicial opinion. So you have a case and then the judge comes up with their opinion and they establish a rule from the decision they made. So they both systems can converge, like they overlap. Like common law has some common law has some statutes and civil law stuff, and then civil law has certain common law elements. It's never two extremes, but like all these cases, and like when I'm reading them, they're written in the most pretentious way, of course, because judges have to feel so important. Oh, and we contend the decision of the law and the courts and the plaintiff and the defendant and blah 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 blah, all just to say, oh, the rule reestablishes this. But it'll be like 5-10 pages of some Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court, okay, rest in peace, Ruth WBG, whatever her name, RBG, everyone cares. So HRG, everyone cared so much. But okay, whatever. I'm not going to talk mess about the dead. I'm just saying, people always care. Oh, what's my opinion about her? I don't know nothing about her. That's what I'm saying. I am like a pseudo law student because I don't know. I just show up to the class. I'm going to show up to the test and I want to get my piece of paper and I want to go home. Like, that's what I want to do. Sorry. It's true. It's true. And I wish I could change my thinking, but I'm like reading these cases. I want to learn because more like practical, because I want to be about making deals and like meeting people and being a liaison. I don't want to read these judicial opinions. I never want to be in a courtroom. Court. I object. You guys see me doing that? No. Like, I'm not going to learn anything that I want to learn. Like, I want to learn about mergers and acquisition, how that goes. How I'm going to learn about it? By networking. How are you really? Oh, I'm okay. I'm struggling in school. It's the halfway point through the semester, and like I don't know if you just popped in, but I just left the meeting on Zoom. He put us in like breakout rooms, and I just see how like I did my reading today, right? I did my reading, but maybe I just don't retain it, or like I just don't comprehend it as well as the other students because a lot of them are Juris Doctor students, so they're in like their not third or fourth year, second, third year of law school, and they kind of know how the system works. And not only that, but they've taken all these classes, like classes that I have never taken, like tort law. I've never taken tort law. That they didn't have that at my university at Fudan, and obviously Fudan's education system was not aligned or not up to standard or to U.S. standard. law school standard. I don't think it was, especially when it comes to like teaching foreigners. Like I told you, I would write on the test um, my name and then Leo Shrishang, and I just would write as much as I could. You know, and I take keywords, and maybe like the couple of days before, I would memorize certain keywords, and I would just and then get a D, or you know, or maybe sometimes I would get an F, and then you would boo cow. Oh, oh, that was sweet of you, Sandra India. You can do it, Kiara. I know you can. I don't know. I feel so like today. I mean, I kind of just laugh about it because it is that ridiculous. Like the stuff that we have to read, and it's patent law. I just be like, what was something? Oh, an alloy. I was like, it's an alloy. What is an alloy? I don't know. All these technical terms, and I'm sure people know what an alloy is. I don't know. I have to look it up. It means you combine two different metals and then you get an alloy. Okay. Bronze apparently is an alloy. Anyway, they were talking about some flexes and baffles and steel and all this. I'm like, oh, what? I don't know why I need to know about this stuff. I really don't, because I even asked in my patent law class. We had a panel discussion, and I asked them. Mind you, most people in patent law, they're freaking engineers. Y'all know I know a damn engineer. You know, I'm not a. I love your live streams. Thank you. I am not an engineer. It sounds like a chemistry class. It's a chemistry class. It is literally a chemistry class. I don't even know what the hell a molecule is. What is a molecule? I don't. Chemistry? I think I took chemistry in high school. See how the U.S. Oh, no, not the U.S. See how education has failed me? Okay? The education system, it's just, I've always been a bad student. And you know what they say, or Einstein has that quote, allegedly has that quote, because we don't know if Einstein actually said this, but maybe he did. And it shows like a meme, right? Imagine you line up some animals, right? You got a monkey, a squirrel, a fish in a fishbowl, and an elephant. And then you got a dude saying, let's rank them. And then, or rank them by their ability to climb a tree or something like that. And it was like, this is our education system. Everyone is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it'll live its whole life thinking it's stupid. And right now, I feel like fish. I really feel like the fish in the fishbowl trying to climb a tree. Like I can't even get out of the fishbowl because if I do, I'm gonna die. I am a fish. I need water. Okay. Hey. Chariot Man Gaming. So I feel like a fish climbing up this. Okay, don't let it get you down. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to do damage control because we're in week 7, which is halfway through the semester, and like I said, I had to leave the class today because I just was like. And in the way the other students are able to answer, it's like, oh, so what do you think about the court decision of so and so versus so and so? And they're like, well, I believe blah blah blah. And I'm just like. Oh, I organized my iPhone. Okay, I don't think you can see that. Oh, dang. Oh, yeah, you can. All by colors. Isn't that weird? I saw that on Pinterest. That's what I did during the class. Well, I finished it during the class, but so he put us in like breakout groups, right? And it was like 5 or 6 of us in one group, and he gave us this long-winded questions about some devices, or some water scooter thing, and asking all them questions, discuss it with your group. I stayed on mute and I stayed with my camera off in the breakout room. I am not here. I'm here in digital. That's it. And then after we got back into the main conference Zoom, and it came to like, oh, answer the questions, not answer the question, like your group, you got to have like a representative answer. I said, you know what? Leave meeting. I cannot. Cannot. I'm sorry. And so okay. I have a little to-do list here to hopefully this tactic will be enough. I said request model exam questions and answers. Because at least one thing China has taught me is just how to BS a test. Okay. So if you guys show me what a proper exam question and answer looks like, I think I can muster up the blah 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 of it all, you know. The second, did y'all hear that? That was yeah. Okay, let me see. Keep pushing. Pretty. Oh, pretty like the iPhone thing. Should I do that with my iPad too? That seems a little. It was a little unnecessary. That was really loud. Okay. So then schedule office hours with each professor. But the thing about office hours with professors, because I'm meeting with my counselor tomorrow, she'll be like, "What do you mean? What you professor during office hours?" I know, Fast and Furious out here. Like, I don't know why I live on the loudest street, and we get that a lot in NYC. Literally, it's annoying. I miss China. It wasn't quiet, but I think where I lived in my apartment, it was so quiet. It was like two people on the street at any given time. I miss that apartment. Um, Schedule office hours with each. Okay, back to the office hours. So your professor is a professor. So for them, this is something he does year in, year out. Okay. This is what he does, you know. He cannot or she cannot um, extract their own expertise and experience from themselves for a moment to realize that you don't know shit. Like, you don't know. I don't know. So when I talk to him, he's, "Oh, it's just blah, blah, blah," and I'm like, okay, so this is class all over again. I need someone to sit with me and to help me be like, this is the hacks of the class. So I'm gonna try to be like, "Professor, I don't want you. Tell me how to pass the test." Okay, because that's all y'all care about. You know what I mean? That's all universities care about. Can you pass the test? Yes. You know, even after like, the day after graduation or right after the test is over, you just flush all the knowledge down the toilet because they don't really care if you learn. All they care about is getting their tuition and their reputation, So if you can get a higher grade, that works because it looks good on us, and more people get more tuition. More tuition means more money, more pension, or more tenure and pensions and oops and what was that thing? Endowments. Have you ever heard of endowments? Look up Harvard endowment. You can see Harvard worth like hundreds of billions of dollars of endowments. Okay. Um, I'm sure USF is the same. And all of them are the same. They all get that college scam. I just feel kind of scammed. I really do. And I also feel like I'm in my feelings all the time. I'm a little bit sensitive. But they have so much in endowments, right? Right. And I'm thinking about the other two kids, right? The other kids, they're all adults. They're like masters. Mind you, we're in a pandemic still, so everything is on Zoom. They took an LSAT, right? Like, okay, so they went to undergrad. And most people, actually, before I talk about the students, most of these students live and breathe the law. Like their whole life, they were like, I want to be a lawyer, or my mom's a lawyer, or my uncle, or my blah, 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 law somewhere in there. Me, I kind of did law out on a whim, like literally. Y'all know that story? Did I tell you guys that? So, long story short, when I was in Nanjing and I was on the Chinese government scholarship and I was doing 1 year in Nanjing, right? Chinese language. And this is before I went to Fudan. So when I applied for the Chinese government scholarship, I think I put down for my major, I either put down Chinese language or journalism, right? And when I was in Nanjing, I had a friend who was from Chile and he was a lawyer and he was doing like economics or something, same thing, but not going to Fudan. I think he was going to be going to another university in Shanghai. Anyway, he was like, you know what, you should do law because they don't have any foreign lawyers who know Chinese law. Not that I don't have any, but that's very rare to come by, and there's a niche for that. And I kind of was like, okay, like that's literally how it happened. And I was like, all right, like if they let me change my major, then I'll change my major. And they let me change my major, so I changed my major, and the rest is history. Literally, like just like that. So, what to come back? Use one of those industry buzz terms. Pivot. No, is it piggyback? Those words. Those words I'm talking about. Words like leverage. You would be remarkable with the law and Chinese degree. Not many people have those skills. That's why I just want the piece of paper because all you need is the paper because no one knows what they're doing. Look at our president. Oh, I don't have any wine or anything to drink, but I just okay. So, yeah, you don't need to know what you like. Listen, I already know the game. Okay, all of them. Okay, stop comparing yourself to the others. You have an extraordinary background. If you make it in a foreign environment, and then you can push through. Now, that's so sweet of you. I think you're right, but I just don't like being cold called. That's my thing. Like, professor, I'm gonna tell him straight up. Don't call on me. If I don't raise my hand, don't you call on me because I have nothing to say. I'm literally here like building connections because that's what I'm trying to do. Right. So wait, circle back. That was the word I was trying to say. I want to circle back to what I was talking about before with like the kids, not the kids, they're adults, the other students, I believe, grow up with the objective of going to law school, like, they study, either economics or political science in their undergrad, or they study whatever. And then they're like, I'm going to law school and I'm going to become a lawyer. And then after that, I'm going to take the bar and then I'm going to get maybe I'll do a PhD or maybe I'll just become a lawyer and do law, litigator and stuff. I'm not. They're in the system. They're in the matrix. Okay. This is the matrix. And I am the only one who's kind of like, it's not what it's who And I'm just trying to meet other people, And I made some connections because that's just kind of what I do. Like, I've just been the person who just always knows the right people. And I am focused more on that than sitting here reading some cases from the 1900s and blah, 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 like this. Okay. Oh my God. Look at this book. Look at this book. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. They actually read it. And I try to read. I've tried to read because he actually calls me in this class. And I read and I did my reading today. That will get you much farther. It's who you know. It is who you know. And not to say that I don't want to do well and I don't want to learn. But let me see if I can do. Oh, my brightness is all the way up. I don't have any more light. Sorry. But I just have learned that I'm not in competition with them. Like, I'm not looking to get like a high GPA, or I just want the piece of paper and keep it moving. Cause like, listen, I've said if GPA is so important, I'm like, look, if a job asked me for my GPA, I would literally tell them, I would laugh in their face. Like, I would be like, GPA, what's next? You want to see my credit score? They do ask for credit score, huh? I'm just going to go to Japan. They don't know anything about GPA out there, or China. Even China cares about a GPA. If they do, then you better ask for the other ones. I am not a GPA person. I never have been, never will be. And I commend myself on that, okay? I'm not evaluated by, please, loud car, can you hurry up? Please, truck. Yeah, so okay. Back, circling back. I'm going to do a lot of circling back to the other students. So they grow up, I believe, knowing they want to go to law school. And not only that, but they take the LSAT, right? The LSAT. Y'all seen Legally Blonde. Law school admissions test, right? That's the name of it. So they take that. And then I don't even know what that test looks like. Like that's as deep. I've the only the literally, I kid you not, the only exposure I have to LSAT is a opening scene to Legally Blonde. Like literally, she decides to go to law school and then she has to take LSAT, and it's like showing a montage of her. Let me turn the TV off. A montage of her studying and missing out on Greek week and whatnot and whatever, and then she passes it. That's what I know about the LSAT. I don't know what type of questions they ask. I don't know how long these people take to prepare, but they do. They have to take that to get into law school. I didn't have to take that to get into this school because that's why I came. Because I was like, oh, I don't have to. I said, do I have to take the LSAT? She's like, no, girl, you good. I said, good, because I don't want to, and I don't. No, a test, please. Like one of those evaluation types of like a SAT. Like I have never even taken the SATs. You guys know that, right? I have never. I said, yeah, I remember in high school, like I stick to my guns, okay? In high school, when they were like, everyone's running around and trying to do the SAT, they're like, how are you doing with your SAT? I said, I'm not taking no SAT. I'm going to community college, okay? I ain't taking no SAT. And look, I turned out just fine. Anyway, so all I have to do is pass. And you know what's even funnier? So everybody has letter grades. But since I am considered a foreign taught lawyer, I get, okay, some universities are starting to get rid of standardized tests. That's the word I was looking for. Standardized test. I am not a standardized test taker. No, absolutely not. So when it comes to like the bar and stuff, I will not be bar certified because I'm just like, first of all, you don't even have a universal system. Okay. I want to be global. Why would I need to have the California bar to be global? You don't need to be a licensed attorney to draw a contract or draft a contract. You don't. You do not. You only need to be a lawyer if you want to go into a courtroom, and I just kind of don't want to be in a courtroom. And you're like, Your Honor, I object. I object. Go call another lawyer for that. I'm the deal maker. I'm the deal maker. I'm the, I don't know, put the two parties in the same room and make that money. How about that? I don't have any experience, which I'm trying to get. So I've been making connections. Tomorrow I have a lunch with a guy who knows like everybody, and he does all kinds of stuff. So he already introduced me to some dude who lives in, who's not living, he's in Berkeley, but who's from Shanghai, and he always goes back and forth and does business, and he's trying to connect me to another person. You know what I mean? And it's just about who you know. How did I get my last job as whatever I did? I did a PR and communications manager. My friend, one of my good friends, told me about the opportunity. And I wasn't even looking for a job. Like the job found me. She said to me, oh, I found this ad. I think you would be perfect for it. And I was like, okay. You know, that's another thing I have to say. If I have to give anyone any advice, what if I put the light over here? Look at this pretty light that I got from Wayfair. I should do it like this. I need some overhead lighting. Because girl, I'll be in my Zoom classes and it's nighttime. I just look like a little shadow. A little glamorous shadow. I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something. Oh, okay. What I learned. One thing or one advice I have to give. I would say yes to most things. With discretion, but like say yes. Just say yes. Because like if I had said no to all of the things that people have suggested to me, I wouldn't be where I am today. Like from learning Chinese to doing law to, like what else? Traveling a lot and meeting all these different people. Like if I was just kind of like, I know some people, there's some people in my life who I feel like you could benefit. I was like, the difference between us is you say no to things and I don't. I usually say yes. So I was like, yeah, go do it. Oh, let's do it. And it can be from simple, like, um, what's it called? Like, do you want to go? I don't know. So I'm not going to do bungee jumping. I'll go with you to bungee jump. But I can't do it. I will die. I will literally have a heart attack. I already know. I had a panic attack on Space Mountain in Disneyland, Tokyo when I went last year. I had it like, okay, it wasn't a full fledged panic attack, but I was there like, okay, and my friend is just this really psycho girl who just said it's so scary. But it's like a baby coaster. It's not, it doesn't loop or anything like, but I was just kind of like, okay, okay, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. So like I said, I say yes to things with discretion. Okay, so if you want me to do something highly adrenalinized, I'm probably not going to say yes. I don't want to do it. I don't want to, but I do want to do something like parasailing with the water. Water. I like, but jumping out of planes and bungee jumping off cliffs and stuff like that. Ooh, no, 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 no. Okay. So rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Um, I remember when I saw Black Panther in the theater in Shanghai. We had this like, or not we, but there was this company. One of my friends had owned. It was an event planning company, and she would just throw these awesome events. Like, it was this like Black people in China watching Black Panther. I let me try to find some pictures of it, as I know I shared it when they announced Chadwick Boseman had passed away. But I rem- he was an amazing actor. Yes, rest in peace to him. Um, they have this scene where he goes, "Oh, don't freeze. I never freeze. I never freeze." And he jumps off the thing, and I felt like I felt like that, like my heart like passed out because it just looked so high. I don't really like heights. Let me try to find pictures of the thing. Okay, here we go. Um, okay, so okay, let me see. Oh, that was my little outfit. It was cute. I had these furry shoes on. Oh, see, like this, all the all the Wakandans in Shanghai, I don't know where this picture is, unfortunately. They got that's I don't know what you call it, the paint stuff. If you know the name of that, let me know. And it was like they had a fashion show, like it was super cool. So anyway, when I saw that movie in the theater at that event, like, oh, you were so much. Oh, thank you. I try. Okay, so that's one thing I said, because today I had another class, my contracts class, and they're trying to do all these breakout rooms now. I'm like, dang, can we just sit here on mute with the camera off? Do we have to? Fine. So I was in a breakout room this morning, and it was like four of us, and one of the girls was like, "Oh, you look so snazzy. You look so nice." I was like, "Thank you. At least I bring something to the table, because I sure don't bring any legal knowledge. At least I can be somebody's eye candy. I mean, at least that much. Dang. How how am I ever gonna get this law stuff down? I swear, I was hoping that." Oh, and here we go. See, this is why you have to expect the worst and hope for the best, because I was like, I got this. I got this. Okay, I'm a native English speaker. I can read this. I can do that. Yeah. And then I got in. I'm like, this is chemistry. Who said that earlier? Who said it? Someone said earlier. Sounds like chemistry class. Ooh, it's chemistry. Oh my god, I didn't sign up to do chemistry. Okay, I want a tutor. I want someone to sit here with me and be like, let's do this. But like everyone who I know who's willing to sit here with me, none of them are in law. So I'm trying to find like lawyers who I can get some extra help with, because, or law school students, tutors. If y'all know anybody, let me know. And I'm going to go to my counselor tomorrow and tell her. She's going to call me at 12, 10:30. I'm going to say, listen, I am not going to pass these classes the way things are going. So you tell me what we do for because also a big part of it is like, it's really awkward school now. I mean, of course, we're in a pandemic, so what do you do? Like you don't you can't I mean, it's hard to interact. Like I've tried to I've met a DM some people. Like, is it DMs? Is that what you call it on Zoom? When you private message someone, like you can see all the participants in the meeting and then private message them. I mean, why am I explaining it? Because you guys all use Zoom. Hi, you guys all use Zoom, but it's hard to meet other students. So thankfully, I have my study buddy. He's struggling, but like I'm about to text him right now. So here was our text exchange. It was we were talking about some word, I don't know, in the class, right? Just this discussion going on, and I'm here kind of like this, camera off, mind you, mute button on, mute, camera off, and my the Zimbabwean guy, he was like, "Are you hearing this noise?" I said, "Nope. That's why I turned off my camera. How about you?" He said, "I'm honestly lost." I said, "Why even bother reading the cases? I tried to read, but I didn't even comprehend 97% of what I read. I'm lost too." And he said, IP was such a bad choice. We're both like, why did we do the other one? Why did we do this one? But actually, it's not a bad choice because people that I talk to outside of school are like, oh, yeah, IP. Oh my gosh, that's so useful. Yeah, IP is huge now. So it's super useful. And I just need the piece of paper at the end of it all. Just give me the piece of paper. Just give me the paper. And I mean, honestly, I'm kind of happy that I'm doing this during a pandemic. I kind of hope it continues. Not forever, not forever. Just till next fall. Just till summer. Sorry, no, just for next semester because I don't want to be going to. I don't want to go to campus. Okay, low key, you too. I know. I mean, it's like there are a lot of cons. There are a lot of pros as well. They're like at least to online learning. I just if you got to work for that paper. Imagine I have it already and work backwards. What does work backwards mean? How do I do that? How do I work backwards? You know, is would asking for a tutor be that does that count? Because or you mean like read the textbook backwards? 'Cause yeah, because the online learning the class that I had tonight, which is on Wednesday nights, that's the only class that the teacher calls on you. And this is okay, I kid you not. This was a couple weeks ago. He called on me to present a case. I had already turned my camera off because I usually do that. I usually keep it off. Sometimes I turn it back on. If it's something I understand, I turn it on. If it's something I don't, I turn it off. And so I turned my camera off. And to me, y'all need to know some of your netiquette, okay? Because if my camera is off, that means I am not present or I am preoccupied. Even though I was still standing sitting right there. So he called on me. He was like, Kiara, how about you present the case? Blah, blah, blah. And I just stayed mute. I played dead, right? I was like, I'm a camera off. Mm-mm. And he goes, it was so funny. He goes, oh, I guess Kiara went to sleep. It's like, oh, the teacher always goes for the students trying to hide. Oh no, that's not good etiquette because camera off means what is it? What is the word? You know, when you flip the sign around, it's like not available or something. I don't know. Out. So that was a bad text because I literally was just like, I if you it, excuse me. No. I'm tired. No. So in person would be so much worse. Because what would I do in person? In person, tell me, what would you do in that situation? I would have just been like, you ain't talking to me. Mm-mm. Presenting cases. That's what I don't like. That's the thing. Because I can read it, but I don't understand half of it. I don't get all the details, like the details. Yeah, I'm just like, not to say I'm not a detailed person, but I'm much more keen on the big picture. What would have happened if you had tried? Oh, I would have been like, um, so the plaintiff, um, um, yeah, the plaintiff is a company who and then the defendant and they it would have been he'd been like, sis, well, okay, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, wrong book, wrong class, wrong me, wrong. Don't know why they put people on. Why do they put people on the spot like that? You know, I know, but well, because people think they do read, and I was reading too, and I'd be reading. I read my stuff, but I can't like regurgitate it. This is what I read. No, okay, without actually regurgitating, because I was just like, let me Google and I always understand the case is wrong. Always something wrong on it. Like, oh, and I'm left back with more, like dumbfounded. I really don't know why they put people on the spot like this. Like, I'm paying you, sir. Why don't you tell me about the case? I'm your boss. Okay, that's what I'm gonna start telling professors. I'm your boss. You ain't gonna know my test anyway. Okay, it's all anonymous apparently. What? What else you gotta say? But here's a tactic, okay? Because you kind of have to show face. Because I've been having like good weeks, bad weeks with this class. So last week I was on fire. I was raising my hand. I rose in my hand. I was answering questions. I answered 2 or 3 questions. But it's different because those questions that I answered were excuse me, sorry, fact based. Okay, they were purely fact based. What is bloop bloop bloop? And I'm like, oh, bloop bloop is blah blah blah. Okay, but if they ask me, what's your opinion on foo foo foo? What would you do in doop doop doop? I'm like, oh my god, oh man, I would. What would you do if you were such and such's patent attorney? I'm like, man, I would tell him you're gonna have to go find somebody else. So I'm gonna go call my patent buddy friend and be like, sis, what should I do? She'd be like, oh, you should. And I'm like, put her on speaker. There you go, client. Here you go. That's what my patent home girl. Think of yourself as Viola Davis. Her, oh no, how does she? What is just? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I feel like I'm in an episode of How to Get Away with Murder. I just feel like it. I'm like, oh my gosh, how they they just answer questions and well, what is blood? And they're like, well, blood is blah, 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 blah. It's just so like articulate. Okay, think of yourself. Yeah. Um, I'm just I'm just tired of feeling embarrassed and feeling like, who? What? Who? And I am going to be more transparent. I don't know, like one of my friends was like, why do you care? Why do you care about if such and such thinks you're dumb? I'm like, because I don't want people thinking I'm dumb. Even though like I'm not dumb, but I'm like a little bit like on the I'm on the tail end of the levels of this classes. Like, oh, I'd set up a little study session. You felt that I did. And you know what? It's school. It is school. It is school. And I'm like, why y'all make me feel like this? Why? I speak of the Chinese. I'm smart. But y'all don't like me to feel smart. Y'all want me to feel insecure. Why? You got through it. I know. I know. So I'm just happy I've been able to vent. Okay. Yeah, like the education system, it's just, and then it's great to add fuel to the fire, to make it even work. You're gonna graduate, you're gonna be like, well, and you go to your job and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I just read a bunch of cases. That's it. That's all they had me do. They didn't tell me how to actually file a patent. I don't know how to file a patent. They just told me how to friggin' so and so versus so and so, what they did, and what the court and the Supreme Court and the District Court and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. No, this patents don't have anything to do with FBI. It's actually federal circuits, whatever. Whew. I think this ranting works for me because I just have to get out all my frustration. Like I said to you, I literally just said, we left the breakout room and then I left the meeting. I said, you know what? I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. Even when I prepare, I feel unprepared. Um, he gave us those like hypotheticals, and I was like, in our group, mind you, let me just say this. In my breakout, okay, let off that steam. It's very therapeutic. Um, in my breakout room, there was this guy who I think is actually kind of cute. See, that's the thing. You can't even flirt no more because Zoom pandemic. And I was hoping to be in his group, and I was in his group, but dang, I can't be in your group being the fool, boo the fool. So I just kept my camera off and my mute button, and I muted my computer. And I muted my computer. I don't know. I don't feel ashamed. I feel like I just had to do what I had to do. Like, and school sucks. Yeah. We do get graded on participation, but I mean, like, I participate. I told you last week I raised my hand. I answered the question. Oh, and I've learned it's good to ask a question because then they'll leave you alone. I'm like, Professor, what is a blah blah blah? How do you? I Okay. And here's another thing. They say there's no such thing as a stupid question, but I feel like I've asked stupid questions, and like, I guess it wasn't stupid. He answered the question, but they say that about everyone. Like, there's no such thing as a stupid question. I'm like, there is. So, week 2 of this class, this is, mind you, okay, this is IP, intellectual property survey. First week, first couple weeks, we were doing trade secrets. Oh, a trade secret. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a secret in your trade. Like the definition of a trade secret. I'd be like, it's you're trading secrets. Duh. No, okay. Anyway, so I had asked, I can't remember the question. What was I asked? I don't know. It was something about the difference between like confidentiality and information and proprietary information, something like that. And he answered like, proprietary just means that you own it. That's the and I was like, oh, I never answered asking a question again. I just felt, I don't know. I don't know. I felt very after, and I just feel the same way here. I don't know. I'm kind of like, May can't come any faster. I can't wait till May, and I will graduate with a piece of paper, right? But that piece of paper is not going to be easy to get. Oh my god. Oh my god. But luckily, there is. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say luckily. There's a pandemic. The upside of the pandemic is that I don't think they really care about these tests. I really don't, because they're like they don't even know what the format's gonna be like. They don't know if they're gonna give you a test and then you turn it in a week or two later. Like I think that's how it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like I want to do. All right, go. Because I'm like I don't even have a place to take a test. I don't. Wait, you said you hope he didn't have an attitude about it. The teacher? No, he's very, very nice. This teacher is super nice. But the way, like, the energy of the room, of the chat room, the Zoom room, it just felt like she doesn't know that. But you know what? People really, my dad always tells me this, and it's true, but it's so hard to believe it when you're in the moment. Like, people don't care. No one cares. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody thinking about you. You have not. They ain't paying you, and if they are, they ain't paying your bills. They ain't tucking you in at night. So why do you care? And I'm like, I know, but still, being self-aware is my sorry for being a human being who knows about my own existence, and not and having to exist in a society, okay, where people are judgmental and what them students. I don't care about them. But we're always more self-conscious about it. Exactly. We're always more conscious about ourselves. And I can't help but be like, I don't want to be the normal one. Do you have any tips for self-learning Chinese for a beginner? I do. I do. So remember I told you guys last time in my last live stream that I've been taking tutoring. So I love italki. Let me type it in the chat. italki. It's like a website, and they have an app as well. And I would say go on there, find a tutor. My tutor is literally $7 an hour, and I mean, and they have so many varieties. Um, I would start by going on there, finding yourself a tutor, and it's a private tutor, one-on-one sessions. And that tutor can like get you a good basis. Like for me, I just use my tutor for conversation, but I think, of course they teach all levels. So I would totally start there if you're a complete beginner and you don't want to spend that much money and you want to be self-taught and you want to do it from the comfort of your own home without um did you find out every tutor has a talk? I didn't ask him. I don't know how to ask him. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a picture and you guys have to judge, okay, by the dimensions of the tree. I feel like that's how you judge. Dimensions, okay? And I don't know how to find him on social media. Okay, so okay. So, here we go. Here's the whole picture. You see the tree? How tall do you think the tree is? Like, is that a big tree? Where is he in proportion to the tree? That's the only I need some physics people to do, or I don't know, some like mathematicians to say, oh, well, the cell phone is, however many inches, and then the picture is however many. So therefore, the tree, an average trees, and he's in Japan, so Japanese trees are, I don't know, 20 feet tall, and so you see where the branch, where the. So I need someone to do that, and then give me an estimate. He's not short. That's what I said, right? He's not short. And then look at his legs. Like, could I zoom in? He doesn't look short, but he could be short. What about the torso and the legs and the. Okay, so you said he's not short, but you didn't say he is tall. So, algebra. Algebra. That's algebra right there. It's too many. What is those things? What are not variables? What is that thing called in algebra? Right? I can't gauge it. Okay. Um, too many unknowns. Too many unknowns. Like we gotta research some Japanese trees. Can y'all look up some Japanese trees real quick? See how tall? What's it like a maple tree or something? I know like four trees, like literally four breeds of trees, species of trees, breeds, whatever. I know he's probably a good height, maybe five. Oh, right. That's what I said too. But he's also on this thingy at the bottom. Look at the thingy. Does that matter? Does that matter? He looks tall to me. Yeah. I know this is gonna be the Kiara Dice mystery. How tall is my Chinese tutor? But we got distracted. We are talking about how to study Chinese as a beginner. Um, my cat is outside. Y'all have met my cat before. Every time I'm live streaming or doing anything, she will be at the door. Izzy, you have to push the door open. It's open. I'm not gonna do that right now. Oh, see, you got it. You got it. she, she got it. She just busted in. She understood me. Cause she's been out there for like 15 minutes meowing. And I've been here and I was like, I'm just gonna ignore her. And I was like, the door is right. That's what I say to my cat. Exactly. You just say, girl, just push the door. It's not all the way closed. Just push it. She did. Pets are so smart. Did I tell you I lost my dog? Not lost. We put her to sleep September 5th. And we bought a new dog as of a couple days ago. And we are going to get her in November. Um, let me see a picture of her. Oh, maybe you guys oh, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she got really sick, poor thing. And it just puts into Izzy, please. Okay, I'm busy. Go upstairs. Um it just puts into perspective how do you want to live stream with me? Okay. Then just go upstairs. Anyway, she talks a lot. My cat is a chatterbox. Okay, she went upstairs. Um, it just puts into perspective how health can just, boop, you know, it really can. You can just, I mean, she had like these different tumors. She had multiple surgeries to remove some, but then one was on her like front side, her stomach, and it just got huge. I mean, I don't know the weight of it, but I'm sure the mass was like a large percentage of her body weight. Like she was only 8 pounds, so anyway, I'm going to try to show you. I know. So, and my mom used to take her like her companion. Now she goes to the store, she goes out in the neighborhood, people are like, oh, where's the dog? And she's like, "Oh, and when it's just and it's heartbreaking because my dog was just such a little sweet little thing and she was so cute. And like she just people would like when I would walk her, people would stop on the street like, oh my god, that dog is so precious. So I'm going to show you a picture of the dog we got. We're still trying to decide a name. I'm going to show you the picture and then you tell me what you think. Look, it's like a pompopoo, 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 pompopoo. No, pompopoo. Pomapoo. Okay, a pomapoo. Oh, oh, they're just so cute. Oh, and they found a new home because we have her now. Well, I mean, she's gonna be here in a month. So this is her with her current name, Vivi, but we are not naming her Vivi. My mom wants to rename her. But if you have any suggestions for some cutesy Dog names. Oh, look at this. Hold up. We like small dogs because my mom likes to take her everywhere. So she needs to be like a purse type of dog. So cute. Look at you. Oh, you did that so cute. Oh, I mean, dogs are so amazing. So she was born August 21st, 2020. She's only like a couple months old. So, or not even a couple months. Yeah, it's supposed to be October. So this is a month and a half. We're getting her in November. And if you guys have any name ideas, my mom wants to name her Riley. I just feel like we're not set on it. Like it doesn't, it's a nice name. I like the name Riley, but I don't see Riley when I see this dog. I don't know. I have, she said cotton. That is so cute. Oh my God, that's cute. That is cute. That is cute. Right. But I know my mom's not going to like that. But I think that's so cute. That is a cute name. Annabelle. Oh. Oh, did you look like a little Annabelle Cotton? We, but I feel like we're gonna be so weird. Like we're gonna just give her the longest name ever. She's gonna have like 20 names. Like her she's gonna be like, what do you call those dog tag thingies? And it's just gonna have a whole list of names, because like I can't choose, and it doesn't even matter because my dog's name was Honey, but we called her everything under the sun except curse words. But her main nickname was Papa. So like I'm like, oh Papa, where's Papa? And I mean, my mom calls her all kinds of nicknames, like Booty Judd. I know she was calling her Booty Judd. Like, that's my Booty Judd. Booty Judd. What is a Booty Judd? How do you write that? I don't know, Booty Judd. How would you guys spell Booty Judd? I would spell it like this. No. Uh, That's ghetto. Whatever. Booty Judd. I don't know what a Judd is. I just don't want people to see Jude. Judd. Like remember the Cosby Show? She's like, oh, okay, Bud. Bud. Yeah, so we're getting a new dog. Oh. Right. Someone told me that there was a mayor named Booty Judge. Like, where is he mayor? Booty Judge. Booty Judge. Yeah, I think that's probably where she got it from. Like, just call. I don't know, but you know what she calls my cat? She calls my cat Swizzle Sticks, and I've heard like the nickname, and for years I thought she just made it up. Like she made up the word Swizzle Stick. I was like, what is that? And one day I'm watching some bartending thing on YouTube, and they say, oh, get you a Swizzle Stick. I was like, Swizzle Stick is a real thing. I didn't. A swizzle stick? What? I thought she made it up. I never ever heard that word before. Ever until I watched that YouTube video. South Bend, Indiana mayor. Booty Judge. Booty Judge. Did you guys watch the debate? I sure did not. I will not partake. I'm gonna vote Joe Biden. And that's I don't need to watch these old senile men having what do they call it? Cockfighting. I don't. I'm just gonna vote. And so you say it was hilarious. What made it hilarious? Because I have not watched any clips. I just did not partake. Your last about your friend situation was so relatable to me. I was so busy trying to elevate my life, and she was at home not working with the baby and too much. Always. So you can relate. That okay? So it's not even that you are a mean person. It's just that you busy. You busy. You booked and busy. Okay. And I'm sorry that I don't want to talk to you about your balloon animals because I have this class. The class I was talking about. This is the class that we have just. Ugh. Okay, so it got real heated. We're talking about the debate, right? Because the debate, I'm gonna tell you, I did not watch it. I won't do it. I don't see the point. I would vote Biden, Kamala Harris. It, eh, I was on the Yang gang, but I like to say Yang because Yang is more Chinese. Like even when I watched Avatar, I was like, I hate that to say Ang. Like Ang, it's not Chinese. It's Ong. It should be Ong, but they say Ang, and I'm like, oh, tienda. Like when you say Shanghai. Like I have a friend who lived with me in Shanghai forever, and she still says Shanghai, and I'm like, ooh, every single time. I was team. Oh wait. It was heated. It got real heated. I saw some of it. I was team Bernie Sanders. I did not watch that foolishness. I'm booked and busy. Is from your area, but Oakland. Oh, she's from Oakland. See, you can see how much I follow politics. I really don't. I have this whole like voter pamphlet booklet thing, and on the day of, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna vote. I don't know. I think we have to do it before October 5th, right? So mail in the ballot. Keep it moving. Andrew should correct them. Is Andrew Young? Oh yes, because but it's like Americanization, like you can't say Yang Gang. You gotta say Yang Gang. And everyone's gonna call him Yang. Like it's fine. It's just me. He's so Americanized. He probably doesn't even know his last name is supposed to be pronounced Yang. He's probably saying Yang anyway. Andrew Yang. Yang. Anyway, I like Andrew Young. I none of us really care about politics. That's the thing. Like y'all get on my nerves. Like, dang, oh, y'all. I swear. He, I mean, I'm definitely not voting for Donald Trump. I don't. For obvious reasons, I don't care. I just can't stand the guy. I think I've always disliked him. I've never been able to like look at him because he scares me. Like he really just creeps me out, and he always has. He's just like the epitome of a crook, like a through and through and through. Like when you look up crook in the dictionary, Donald Trump is right there. Like that is it. Just paste this picture right there, and then you won't even have to like have any words. You just like, oh, that guy. Oh yeah, he just looks like it. That's what. Anyway, I don't get it. So if you have so few brain cells that you gonna vote for Donald Trump, like I'm like, oh well, okay. But who were there other? Oh, I don't even know. I don't follow any of it. Who are the other Republican people? I don't know. Jeb Bush. No, that was. I think Jeb Bush was like he like ran away. Was there other nominees, or do they not do that? They just go straight to Donald Trump. Is that it? Do people run in the primaries? I don't know. I just know I was in Yang Gang. I do like Bernie Sanders, but Bernie Sanders is old. Why wouldn't even though Donald Trump is old, Joe Biden is old. This country needs to put a maximum. You must be under 65. Why are there these 70-year? Don't you have a blood pressure to be worrying about? Don't you need some Depends? Oh, Joe Walsh. I don't know who that is. See, never heard of the name. I'm still thinking about 2016 with like the Jeb Bush and Ted Cruz and stuff. But he is mental facility. I mean, he does, but like I don't know. I'm not against Bernie Sanders, right? I'm being a little bit ageist because I'm like I just think there should since there is a minimum, why not like you have to be 35, right, to become president. Why shouldn't there be a maximum? So you're telling me 100-year-old can run for president? Like yeah. Yeah. Technically, I think so. I mean, I don't know if they would win, but like I don't know. I just think like once you turn 60 something retirement age, nah man. Nah man. You go retire. You done your part. You done your part. That's I don't know. You guys tell me your opinion on that. Like I what do I know about politics? But I like me some yang gang, okay? Um I want my $1,000 a month. Okay, we got $1,200. I got two. Let me just tell you, two stimulus checks because remember I mentioned the girl from Aruba or the girl who I went to Aruba with, blah 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 blah. In my last live stream, she owed me money. So once her stimulus check came in, she just popped into my account. I was like, thank you, uh, thank you, bye. Okay, so I got her stimulus check, and then a couple days, like I had never filed for taxes before. Um, I could really use that thousand as well, right? That thousand a month, right? Y'all are so against that? Not y'all. I'm talking about the opposition. Get money. I was like, you know my account number. Give me your stimulus check. I know Donald Trump. He put his whole. If you got the physical check, because remember I worked at Bank of America. He put Donald J. Trump on the check. Like, what in the cult of personality? Oh my God, this guy thinks he's Mao Zedong and he's not. Like, he's not. Like, sis, you cannot ban TikTok because you are not Chairman Mao. Okay, you are not Kim Jong Un. You are not Putin. You are the. You're here for 4 years. That's it. No one cares about your executive order. We don't care. We have checks and balances, apparently. You know, yeah, my dad told me he was just like, "Yo, put my name on the check. Put my damn name on the check," and it doesn't even say anything. Like it just says economic stimulus, Donald J. Trump or something like that. I'm like, whatever. So I can't wait to get my you. So we got the stimulus check in March. It is October. They literally gave you like $1,200. Let's do the math. Let's run the numbers, okay? Huh. 6 months. What's that? 180 days. So it was $1,200, right? So I'm gonna take 1,200 and I'm gonna divide it by 180. I think that's how you do the math. What do I know about math? Oh my gosh, this is the devil. But in Chinese, like liu 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 is good. Like 666 is good in Chinese. Everything is a social construct, okay? Even Leo 666, okay? Don't worry. Because in Chinese it's like Leo Leo Leo. Oh, good, good, Leo Leo Leo. It means the journey was smooth, was Leo Leo Leo. Or it means like cool or something. Leo 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 666. So like if you're ever on a Chinese forum or anything like that and you see the number 666, you don't have to be like, oh, 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 get out your Christian cross, Jesus, your rosary and stuff. No, you're good. They just mean that. So everything is a social construct. Other countries were giving their citizens like 2,000 a month. Our stingy government, they gave you $6 a day, friend. That is poverty. That is abject poverty because like what country, I mean, there are a lot of people in the world who live on $6 or less than $6, less than $1 a day, less than $2 a day, less than $5 a day, whatever. And they are considered abject poverty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is dire. We are on some dire stuff. So people got $2,000 a month in say Canada or Switzerland or something like that. And we got $6 a day. How are we supposed to live on $6 a day in the US? They're so mean. I know. It was not I don't the pandemic. Sometimes I'm like this. Is this real? How is this real? I remember maybe a few weeks after it had all popped off, the shelter in place and whatnot. I think this was right after toilet paper brigade. Toilet gate, toilet paper gate, you know, everyone was snatching up all the toilet paper and the Kleenex and the whatever else. Like, why are y'all buying hella toilet paper? Like, is this freaking it's like the flu. It's like it's respiratory. It's not like it's dysentery, you know. Like, why are you buying for your bunkers? Mm-mm. Anyway, I had gone to the store and I had my mask on. I'm looking around. I'm like, damn, you're all wearing masks. This is weird. It's like a nightmare dream. Exactly. We are so in a simulation. Whose sim am I? Do you like me? Like, why are you doing this? Like, at least you got me dressing good. If we're in a simulation. I can't believe any other way. Like, there's no way. There's no way we're not in a simulation. I'm afraid for the future. To be honest, because like, okay, I'm happy to be back home sheltering in place and in China right now. oh, that I'm sure I am. Well, yeah, I'm happy that I'm home, like, you know, to be around like my family and stuff like that, like my mom and my dad. But like, in terms of everything else, I would much rather be in China. Yeah, I do. I do really miss China. China was cool. China was cool people. Yeah, the toilet paper hysteria made no sense. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't like some TP. Okay, obviously I do. But after living in China, I learned that sometimes you might not have some. You might, you know, like when you're in a public place and sometimes you just have to shake it off. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to. But you know what you do have at your home? You have like a washcloth and soap and whatever you use down there. So sometimes, like, I don't know. I personally, not to say I want to live without toilet paper, but I think that's something that I could live without if I absolutely had to. Don't think I'm gross. I'm not gross. I'm not. I do wipe myself every time. But I'm just saying, I have been in places in the world where they didn't have toilet paper. And it's like, what do? You just shake it off and you say, okay, I'm going to clean myself later. Like they probably did for hundreds of thousands of years. Homo sapiens. Okay. Do you think, or you can do like my dog used to do on the rug. Scoot on the rug. What do you need toilet paper for? Just scoot on the rug. I'm just saying, if I had to live with it, wait, yeah, you can get like the bidet. You can have. Why do you need toilet paper when you have a bidet? Doesn't everyone have a bidet? I know I do. No, I've literally never used a bidet. I just kind of think about the scene on Baps where she was like, "Oh, what's that?" And then she opens it and the water is everywhere and blah 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 blah. And it was like a whole mess. And she goes like, "You on my back, girl, you on my back." I watched Baps like 2 weeks ago, so I was like, "Girl, you on my back, girl, you on my back." So if you haven't seen that movie Baps, okay, I'm gonna put it in there. You guys have homework. Baps. Not that you can't spell it, but I just put that in there for reference. Like, watch Baps. The movie's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna be on here for 5 more minutes till 10 o'clock. Because I unfortunately, gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with school. So it's 9:55. And I use 24-hour clocks. I absolutely hate. I don't know why. I think I watched part of it years ago. Young Halle Berry, yes, and Martin Landau. I hate AM and PM. When I see it, I want to shout, throw my hands up and shout. That's how much I hate AM and PM. I'm like, why don't you just use the 24-hour clock? Just use it, please. Trust me, once you start using the 24-hour clock, you don't get how I can't get used. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just subtract it by 12. That's it. 21 minus 12 is 9. But once well, you can't see the letter number. There we go. I have to try to translate it back. That confused me when I was in China. I promise you, you just subtract it by 12. Like if it's 17 something, and then you subtract 17 by 12, it's 5. And it seems like it's so much more work, but it's not, because you can just never get confused if someone doesn't write AM or PM. Even though 9 times out of 10, nobody's gonna be doing things at like 5 a.m. or, of course, if they say 5, they mean PM. But you never know. There's never that confusion in I know, but it's annoying. It is not. Okay, it is, but like I'm so used to it at this point that I'm like, whenever, like I was messaging or emailing my teacher for the office hours, and I want to put the 24-hour clock, but I don't want to zhuang bi. Okay, if you guys don't know this word, here we go. This is a good word to learn in Chinese. Zhuang bi. Let me look it up on Pleco, and you guys can see. I know this is not Pleco. See, I arranged my freaking apps by color. Now I don't know where Pleco is. Okay, let me search Pleco. If I came from a military family, that might be easier for me. Yeah. Okay. So, Zhuang B. So, I don't want a Zhuang B. It says, it says to act like a pretentious prick. To act like a pretentious prick. So, to Zhuang B, I wanted to use a 24-hour clock with my teacher, but I didn't want a Zhuang B, just in case, like, we'll be like, what the hell is 2104? You know, or what is 1345? You know, I just didn't want to do that. So I just did AM and PM, and the whole time I was like, just one more time. You just got one more time slot to put AM. Okay. I'm y'all know I'm playing. Y'all know I'm playing, even though I'm not. Okay, so we got 20 more minutes because it's gonna be 10 once the clock strikes 22, because you subtract it by 12. See, look, I'm over here. I need to add that to my vocabulary. I like that expression. Yes, strong B is so good because, like, it just means like kind of show off or kind of be like. Someone wrote bougie earlier in the chat, and it's kind of like bougie. Like, it's you'll learn more ways to like write it, but it's cool. And a lot of times they like do the character and then just do the letter B, like a capital B, if you can see that. B. Anyway, it's officially 22 o'clock, meaning 10 p.m. Okay, so I'm gonna start doing more live streams because this works for me. I love it. I think we should just be a live stream channel. Like, not that I don't want to vlog or record videos, but so much easier to just turn on and go and talk. Yes. So everyone stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, end stream.